It's Franklin County down at Frankfort High, round 2. The girls coming up next here on Cable 10.
Here at David.
Welcome back, folks, here at FD Wilkinson Gymnasium, the newly renovated FD Wilkinson Gymnasium. I'm Clint Goins, joined by Jason Hyatt. And Jason, we've got on paper a couple of pretty good teams. Franklin County 14-4, and Frankfort High 12-6 on the year. The odd thing I noticed is that both of these teams has one dominant player that leads in 3 categories: scoring, rebounding, and free throws.
Well, and that's, you know, let's back up just a second.
Okay.
You know, for Franklin County, we've now entered the post-Brooklyn Miles era. And I'll be honest, I was expecting some drop-off this year for Franklin County. And honestly, it's really not happening. They're 14-4. They did have a 3-game losing streak early.
But they're playing good teams.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say, earlier this month. But that was against Southwestern, Anderson County, and Mail. 3 of the, probably top 10 teams in the state.
Yeah.
And they're coming off a victory a couple nights ago over Berea, who was 15-1 at the time and in first place in the 11th region. Knocked them off to put them down to 2nd, which puts Franklin County right back in the driver's seat of where they're used to be, first place in the 11th region. So credit to Coach Thacker. He's just got a factory going right now. He just keeps things rolling, and he's got another good team this season. And for Frankfort, Coach Norman, he's got a pretty good squad going right now. 12-6 on the year. They're already 4-1 in district play. Now, I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is. They're being credited with 2 wins over Frankfort Christian. One of them was a forfeit, and I think they're only supposed to play them once right now. So, but even if not, 3-1 in the district. They've beaten Western Hills twice already, and then they dropped one to Great Crossing. So, in pretty good shape for district play. But yeah, those 2 girls for Franklin County, you've got Patience Laster, 12 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. And on the other side, it's Jemiah Chenault, 23 points and 12 rebounds a game. So, a couple of girls that average double-doubles, 1 for each squad.
Wow, well, they've got a video which they showed at the boys' game, but now we've got another video here, the starting lineup video. Very nice for Frankfort High. Let's go through the starting lineup, shall we, real quick. For the visiting Flyers, we have the aforementioned Patience Laster. She's a senior. Seems like she's been playing forever. I think she started as an 8th grader. Nevaeh Carter, she's a senior. Same thing. I think she started as an 8th grader. Jasmine Chambers, a junior, wears number 15. Carter wears number 5. I did mention that. Dorothy Gorman, a senior, is 21. And number 12, Rachel Shropshire, a sophomore. We'll get to the Frankfort High starting 5 while we watch the game progress. We've got Jemiah Chenault. She's 41. Kendall Cook is 23. Ray Lee Ellis wears number 2. We have Katie Norman at 22, and wearing 33 is Amaya Robinson. Chenault had her shot blocked by Laster.
Those two are going to be going at it all night. And
Yeah.
round one goes to Laster with the block.
You said Laster averaging a double-double. I think Chenault has got, I think she's averaging, what, 12 rebounds a game? And 22 points or something like that. It's just insane. Shropshire with the three, no good. Gorman has it for the Flyers, kicks it back out to Carter.
Yeah, as good as the numbers are for Laster, they're actually bested by Chenault in just about every category.
The Lady Panthers are appear to be in a 2-3 zone. Oh, nice pass inside to Laster, and it's going to be a foul committed by Robinson. Patience Laster will go to the line, shooting two. Just underway here.
Laster already shot 110 free throws on the season. She gets to the line with great regularity, shooting at 68% this season.
You know, that's the one drawback for Frankfort High. I don't think they had anybody shooting above 60 or even at 60 from the stripe.
You're just about correct. They've got one, Amaya Robinson, but she's only 6 of 9 on the season, so I'm not sure that qualifies.
Yeah, she hasn't taken enough to. The Flyers, of course, with their noted full court press, causes a turnover. A walk is called. Carter with it, down to Shropshire. Nice pass, nice move.
How's that for some English?
Shropshire, just a sophomore. She's going to be something. Well, she's already something, but she's going to be really good, I think, next year and a senior year. She probably doesn't get as many touches as she wants because of Patience Laster. You know, why wouldn't you go with your bread and butter? But next year, she might be the bread and butter for this Franklin County team.
She's got 4 quick ones already.
I'm sure Coach Norman went over this full court press with his squad. And how to break it. Carter gets her mitts in there and intercepts the pass, draws the foul.
It's going to go on Norman, her first. Glenn, I think that for Frankfort High to stick around in this one, they're going to have to find some points in the fast break, working through that full court pressure as Carter hits that free throw. Once they get into their half court set, that's when Franklin County is able to match up and get Laster on to Chenault. And, you know, obviously Chenault is their go-to player. A couple of possessions ago, we saw it where they were able to get Chenault actually freed up, guarded by Carter, and Carter just, you know, doesn't stand a chance in that matchup. So they're going to have to utilize the up and down portion of the game to get some matchups that work in their favor.
And they called traveling again. We have a sub into the game, a number 3, who I don't have on my roster.
Nor do I.
She came in for Katie Norman, and then Katie Norman checks in for Kendall Cook. So Kendall will get a break now. Chambers back to Laster. Missed it, gets her own rebound, but it's stripped by the aforementioned nameless number 3. I'm sure she has a name, and as soon as we find out what it is, we'll tell you. Carter with the bump. trying to get it into Chenault, but Laster picks it off, and Carter will come and lay it up and in.
And how's that for knowing your teammates, knowing how your offense operates? Laster got that steal on the inbound play, and she knew Nevaeh Carter was going to be streaking down the sideline. Barely even had to look up and throw it over the top.
That's the way you do it. All right, Frankfort High has called timeout. We will step aside briefly. You're watching high school basketball on Cable 10.
Here at David Tolles Auto Pro, we know if people are driving right now, it's only for the most important reasons. And if their car breaks down, we need to get it back on the road. At Auto Pro, we want you to rest assured that we're doing everything in our power to keep you safe. We follow all recommended COVID-related safety guidelines when handling your vehicle. Our lobby and facilities are completely clean and sanitized every night, and we have touchless credit card processing. We appreciate your trust in these difficult times, and we want to thank you for shopping local. If you have to take it to somebody, you can take it to us. David Tolles Auto Pro.
All right, number 3 we found out is Charlie Ann Robinson for Frankfort High. Rayleigh Ellis with the shot, missed the 3. I think she leads the team in threes, Rayleigh.
She does.
Chenault with the rebound. Draws the foul, but she wasn't shooting, so the Panthers will take it out.
It was actually a jump ball they called.
Oh, jump ball. Okay. And Frankfort High had their arrow. That time Ellis's Ellis's shot didn't draw iron, but she does get down and knock the ball out of bounds. Shropshire for 3. Good.
Pretty solid offense from the Flyers. Got the drive by Gorman, kick out to Shropshire, open 3, sets her feet, knocks it in.
Carter with the steal and the layup, and we've got another quick timeout called by the Panthers. They're down by 13 in the early going here on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Tolles Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollesautopro.com.
It's all over if they hit this field goal.
Buying or selling a home can be as exciting as winning the big game on a last-second field goal. Or it can be just as devastating if the kick doesn't go in.
And the kick goes up. And it's no good. Home team loses.
That's why in real estate it always helps to be on a winning team. Choose Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher.
Real estate is what we do.
And families are why we do it.
Wait, how'd you get in here?
Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family, because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it.
Back to action here, and Frankfort High, they beat the press, but then they couldn't get out of the trap as Chambers comes down and lays it up and in.
First points of the night for Chambers.
Boy, how many of their 17 points, how many of them have been fast break points? I'm going to guess 14.
I think nice finish there from Chenault.
Yes, Shropshire is going to be tagged with the foul.
I think all of them, with the exception of the 3 from Shropshire and a couple of free throws from Laster.
So it'd be 12 then, I guess. We got a new player in for the Flyers here. Javen Mead. I think it's Javen. Javen. She wears number 44. She's a junior. And she puts it up, but a little too strongly.
Cameron Ritterkoff in there for the Flyers as well. Number 11.
And Chambers again with the layup. Lady Flyers will turn you over. Robinson to Chenault's three-point attempt. A little short. That was taken by Kendall Cook. Carter puts it up, missed the shot, drew the foul. It's going to go on Charlie Ann Robinson. She's just a freshman. Pretty solid player, though. Sixth man, first person off the bench for the Lady Panthers.
Now, Nevaeh Carter at the free throw line there, and, well, that's the way it goes. I was just getting ready to say nice things about her. Because I can remember in all these years gone by of her being on this team, being a truly awful free throw shooter. And she knocks one down there to help me out a little bit. But I was noticing coming into this season, or into this game, she's got that up to 68%.
Wow.
On the season. So
that's pretty good.
I remember she was a 40-something% for a long time. And frankly, that first free throw attempt she put in kind of looked like one. But the second one, much better.
Perhaps she's been working on that all summer long. Into the game, Leah Hogan. Or is it Leah Hogan? Number 2 for Franklin County. She's a freshman. L-E-I-A. Looks like Leia from Princess Leia, but again, points off turnovers for the Lady Flyers. Hogan doing a good job in there. Just a freshman.
Yeah, she really did a good job on that previous steal as Chenault goes down there. Gets another bucket. She made the steal, but a nice job of body control right along the sideline. I thought she was going to lose out of bounds, but able to control it to get the points for Carter.
Carter puts it up and in over Chenault. Does anybody other than Chenault have points for Frankfort High? Does she have all 7?
Who was it that had the free throw? Was that Chenault?
I think so.
Yeah, they're all, well, there you go.
There you go. Rayleigh Ellis with the bucket. Gives Jemiah some help. Ritterkoff, thought she might pop it from there. She didn't. Rebound by Mead. And she puts it up and in.
I'm a little surprised that Ritterkoff passed up the 3. That's her specialty.
Yeah. I remember her from last year when she was an 8th grader. So she gets the hoop and the harm.
Well, and that's, that play right there is what Coach Thacker wants. He knows that she can shoot the 3. We've seen it. What he wants is for her to show some toughness and some grit, get in there and fight, and that's what she did. Took the contact, still able to finish and go to the free throw line for 3 points the old-fashioned way.
A little too strong on the free throw. Chenault with the rebound.
Yeah, that's one thing that she can work on for being as good a shooter as she is. She's only 60% from the line. There's really not any excuse for that.
Cook tracks it down. Oh, new player into the game, but I don't know who that is. It says 52, but we've got a 52, but she's wearing number 3. So somebody has swapped jerseys or something somewhere. We'll try to find out who 52 is. 3-pointer by Ellis off the mark. Mead, no, it's not Mead. That's Thacker.
That's Juliana Frazee.
Juliana Frazee. I didn't see her check into the game. And the quarter comes to an end. Franklin County up 30-9 over the homestanding Panthers here on Cable Team.
Did you know we both have even number birthdays?
Yeah, I suppose we do.
And we both love chocolate cake.
Yeah, we sure do.
And both of our mothers have an S in their name.
Fascinating.
It's like we were meant to be together.
Home and auto, they just go together. Save when you bundle your home and auto insurance.
Whoa, we were both right-handed.
Wow, that can't be a coincidence.
Game of the Week is brought to you by J.O. Osborne with the Franklin County Farm Bureau. The Franklin County Farm Bureau's J.O. Osborne wishes all of our local teams a healthy, competitive, and successful season. J.O. and Kentucky Farm Bureau have been insuring Frankfort since 1943. With them on your team, when you experience a loss from an accident or storm, it can be a real game changer.
All right, let's take a look at some fast break points here that Franklin County has put in. That was Chambers, I think, with her first bucket. This is Ritterkoff again to Chambers.
Yeah, and if we're going to do a highlight reel of fast break points for Franklin County in the first quarter, I would recommend you just go back and rewatch the first quarter because that's more or less what we had.
That's right.
Franklin County's got 30 points in that first quarter, and Patience Laster only has 4 of them.
Wow. Who is their leading scorer at the moment?
Nevaeh Carter's got 11.
It's those fast points. Laster, nice spin move. I can't believe there wasn't a foul. Gets the rebound. No good. Gets a second rebound. Still no good. Mead in there, and she is fouled on the ground, they say. We got another player up off the bench getting ready to check in here for the Lady Panthers. We still don't know who 52 is, but she's going out of the game. We have number 10, Imani Jones, checking in. She's a sophomore. Ritterkoff over to Laster. She'll shoot the 3. It's a little short. Chenault with a nice box out there. Gets the rebound. Gorman is out there playing defense for the Lady Flyers. Chenault finds her way to the block and scores. Gorman to Laster. Puts it up and in. Jones was trying to cut her off, but just got there a little too late.
Both Laster and Chenault, they're just both so good at finishing at the rim. You know, it's not as easy as it sometimes seems it should be to, you know, put it up and in, especially when you've got bodies around you. But the two of them are able to, you know, play within themselves as Chenault knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, 12-foot jumper. Lost art in basketball.
They're just able to have good body control, put the ball up softly on the rim.
Gorman with the miss. This is Cook. Gets it over to Ellis, and she's going to be fouled on the floor by Dorothy Gorman. A slew of Lady Flyers checking back in. Shropshire comes back into the game. Carter back into the game. I think it's Chambers too. They wear such long ponytails sometimes, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's the starting 5 with the exception of Lauren Meadows is now in there.
Yeah, number 1.
Wow, how's that for a look from Carter to Laster?
They've been playing together for a little while. Laster with the steal. Oh. She was going to throw it to Carter, but then she saw that she was laying on the ground.
If I'm Laster, I'm going over to the scorebook saying, put that turnover on Nevaeh. She's the one that fell down.
That's right.
What was I supposed to do?
Cook over to Norman. To Cook from the free throw line. Close, but no good.
Good ball movement from the Lady Flyers. In, out, across the court, and Laster missed the easy one.
Yeah. She's got a few inches on Jones, I think. Maybe a couple of inches. Maybe a few is a bad word. Ellis takes the three. No good. Credit Chenault. Rebound. Oh, nice. Nice find there. Norton did a good job finding an open spot on the floor, and Cook did a good job in seeing her.
Right time, right place for Miss Norman.
And a steal by Kendall Cook. Kendall just a freshman. Norman just a sophomore. Chenault a junior.
Yep.
And they tag her with a walk. Rayleigh Ellis, a junior. In fact, looking down at the Frankfort High roster, I just now have noticed they have no seniors and 2 juniors, Rayleigh Ellis and Jemiah Chenault. They have 3 7th graders on this team and an 8th grader. Wow.
It's good news for the future.
It sure is. Charlie Ann Robinson, she's a freshman. And Ellis is tripped up. I think they're going to give this to Jasmine Chambers. Pretty clean game so far, not many fouls. 3-pointer. That's Ellis's shot over there, but she's having a little trouble so far tonight hitting it.
Yeah, they're going to get Robinson with the travel down underneath the basket.
Amaya Robinson, a sophomore, with the rebound. Charlie Ann Robinson now gives it to Amaya. I wonder if they're sisters. Norman, shot taken by Jones. Carter to Laster, she's fouled.
That was a bit of a disjointed offensive possession there for Franklin County, but it's going to end up with Laster at the line. Shropshire's been a lot more quiet since she returned into the game. She just came out there for a little while, but she's been back in for a few minutes and been pretty quiet.
Kendall Cook checks back in for the Lady Panthers, replacing Charlie Ann Robinson. We got Ritterkoff back in for the Lady Flyers. I think she came in for Meadows. Well, the Flyers eventually were able to put it in and draw a foul.
And you know, unsurprising as things have somewhat shifted more towards a half-court game from the up and down that we saw in the first quarter. Patience Laster is up to 10 points now. Chance to make that 11.
Hogan checks back in. Carter goes out for Franklin County. As Laster attempts her and one, but she misses it. And then that pass from Amaya Robinson had a little mustard on it. Went right through the hands of Katie Norman. Speaking of mustard, I got a hot dog between games. It was delicious. And I have had my first container of popcorn, and I'm working on my second one. No microwave popcorn here, folks. No sirree. Frankfurt High, they pop it the old-fashioned way.
Everything up to your standards, I trust.
Yes, yes. And they had, because of this game, they got both concession stands open, which is a rarity. You don't see it very often, but there's pretty good crowd here tonight. So they probably needed to do that to avoid the long lines.
Gracie Thacker at the line.
I thought that looked like her, but I couldn't see the number. 34 is Gracie Thacker. This is her senior year. Cook with it. Ellis takes a three real quick. Cook gets the rebound, puts it up and in.
First points of the night for Kendall Cook.
Carter back into the game, lays it up and in. And I think Thacker has called a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school basketball right here on Cable 10.
Yeah, this is Joe. You need a tree removed from your yard? Yeah, I can do that for you.
Don't take a chance on any Joe Schmo. Call Estate Tree Service for all your tree care needs. Since 1957, Estate Tree Service has provided safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. From tree removal and pruning to stump grinding and debris cleanup, we've got you covered. Call the trusted professionals at Estate Tree Service today.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate.
Back in action here at the first half, 2:40 to go. Lady Panthers called for traveling again. Another forced turnover.
Yeah, it gets really frustrating for the offense. And, you know, it's not even the forced turnovers, it's the unforced turnovers that it generates, because it gets in your head and just you start overthinking everything.
Yes, I concur. They get past it, but not much past it before they turn it over. This is Ritterkoff with it, guarded by Norman. Panthers still in the 2-3. Surprised there wasn't a foul called there. Cook has it knocked out of bounds by Leah Hogan. Nice pursuit by Miss Hogan.
Good hustle, not giving up on the play.
Shamalt to Amaya Robinson. Back into Chenault. Missed it, and that's, it's going to stay with the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one.
Thacker. She had her hand. I thought she was going to have a block, but instead, Chenault kind of double pumps there, puts it in. Here's another look at it. Thacker's hand was on top of the ball right there. She just kept it there.
Good job by Chenault for that double clutch. Gave her a chance to get it up there.
She connects with the three-point play. Laster back in. Carter goes out. Frankfort High's got a little full court press. They're going to try. They say the teams that press don't like to be pressed. I don't think anybody likes to be pressed, whether you press or not.
So the statement holds.
That's right.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
A little bit exclusive, but.
Nice save there by Gorman, who's checked back into the game recently. But the Flyers couldn't keep it. Chenault with a long two, no good.
Well, Ellis is going to earn a couple of free throws, but she should have just gone right back up with that one as soon as she got the rebound. Not sure what you gain by driving in closer to Javen Mead.
Yes, the foul goes on Mead. Left that one a little short. And can't get the second one to drop either. Ritterkoff, Euro step, missed the shot. Mead with the rebound again, but.
How about Chenault fighting down there? She's not giving anything to Javen Mead.
Yeah, I'd say that Mead and Shropshire both are around 6 feet tall. Norman needs some help. Ritterkoff ties it up. That'll be Franklin County basketball. Jasmine Chambers checks back into the game. Gorman checks out. Hogan. Where's number 2? Shows we're going to back it out. Save it for the last shot. About 8 seconds. She'll probably start doing something. Maybe 6 seconds. Laster, no good. Flyers unable to convert that time, but they converted plenty of times. They have a 29-point lead as the first half comes to an end. We'll come back with some halftime highlights right after this.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Welcome back, folks, to the newly refurbished F.D. Wilkinson Gymnasium. First half has come to a close, but here's some highlights from the first half. That was Shropshire, I think, scoring earlier for the county. This is Chenault putting it in for the Panthers. There's Gorman with 2. We saw a lot of this. Fast break points by the Flyers. That was Carter on that one. This will be Chambers on this one. Chenault gets another one. She's leading her team. Here's Chambers again. And then there's Carter again. And Rayleigh Ellis with the bucket. Finally, we've got Patience Laster. And Ritterkoff with the bucket. And now let's take a look at the Franklin County dance team.
Bob Allen of Frankfort wants to buy your pre-owned vehicle.
Your pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV has never been worth more. And Bob Allen will pay you top dollar.
Bob Allen of Frankfort.
We pay more.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Bob Allen. Bob Allen is Frankfort's dealmaker. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, as well as pre-owned. Click and save at boballenfrankfort.com. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Welcome back, folks. Clint Goins and Jason Hyatt here at the newly refurbished F.D. Wilkinson Gymnasium here on Ewing Street, downtown in the capital city. The homestanding Lady Panthers, however, are not doing so well. Down by 29 points, but they're playing one of
in their defense.
But they are playing one of the better teams in the state. Probably a top 10 team in the state. I've not looked at the standings. I really couldn't tell you. Jemiah Chenault working on Patience Laster, and I think Patience is going to get the foul.
It's a good call. Brought those arms down on Chenault.
Do we have anybody in foul trouble from the first half?
No. In fact, I didn't. I wasn't real diligent on the fouls. It didn't seem like that was going to become a critical part of this one.
Yeah, there wasn't many called.
But what I've got, nobody has more than one. So.
Oh. Chenault missed her first one. And Mr. Second one. Looks like the Lady Flyers are starting the same starting five they started the game with. However, Frankfort High has got a new player for the second half starting. It's 33, Amaya Robinson. She's starting. And I'm trying to figure out who's out. Kendall Cook's in there. Norman's in there. Chenault is in there.
Rayleigh Ellis.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Amaya Robinson did start. What am I thinking? She did start the game. She just came out early and then sat down a long time. Chambers is fouled by Amaya Robinson, the sophomore.
That's what we would call a good foul, because it was going to be a sure two for Chambers.
Mm-hmm. Carter loses the handle. Goes out to Frankfort High.
Frankfort reaping the benefits of that good foul.
And the thing is, I don't think she really intended to do it.
She just sort of ran over, to be honest. But
it worked out real good. Ellis with it. Looks like Franklin County has switched up and gone to, well, no. I thought they had gone to man-to-man, but they haven't. They're still in a 2-3. And that's a nice stroke there by Chenault. And Chenault steals it away.
Chenault's up to 16 points.
I'm sure she leads her team.
She does.
I imagine Carter leads Franklin County.
Yeah, Carter's got 18.
Chenault, oh, couldn't get that one to fall for her. Gorman lets Robinson run on by.
Stopping on a dime and getting her first 2 points.
Yeah. No, I think she scored earlier in the first half, didn't she, Gorman?
I did not have her down.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Norman dribbles out of bounds. Try to go baseline, but just couldn't keep the ball on the white part. That's going to be out on Franklin County. I thought Kendall Cook may have touched it, but
Yeah, I'm not I can't see for exactly sure who it was off of, but frankly, it deserves to go over to Frankfort High. That was not a good pass by Laster. Just the opening wasn't there. The pass was too hot to handle.
Chenault working hard, but they're not falling for her. Travel is the call.
I'd be curious to see that one again.
I thought that was a nice spin move.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Here we go. Here's a look at it. I think it's a bad call. I think that should have been 2 points for Patience Laster. If she finishes her high school career with 1,998 points, I'd be upset. Chenault will go to the line, trailing by 30. A whole slew of subs coming in here. Javin Meade in there. We've got Cameron Ritterkoff. Lauren Meadows wearing number 1. Leah Hogan wearing number 2. The only starter left is that girl right there, Dorothy Gorman.
You know, Clint, the second 5 isn't really that much of a drop-off.
No, they're not too shabby. In fact, last year I remember Ritterkoff starting at least a couple of times as an 8th grader. Now, it may have been that someone was sick or something, but she got a lot of playing time last year. Meade got a lot of playing time. Jump ball, that's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah, you could really see the end of last year, the emergence of Cameron Ritterkoff. She didn't get a lot of playing time throughout this season, but as the season started to wind down and we got towards the district tournament, I can remember her coming in and really starting to get some minutes. You could tell it was a concerted effort by Coach Thacker that he wanted to get her some game action because he knew that they needed her three-point shooting, and it paid off dividends down the stretch.
Meade puts it up. No good, but does draw the foul. That could be against Chenault. No, it's not. Or was it? I saw a 4. I didn't see the 1. But there's no other player with a 4 on their jersey. Meade a little too strong with the rebound. I wonder how tall she is. I think she's better than 6 feet tall. Hits that one. And Javin Meade's a junior. They'll have her next year. Nice little handling of the basketball there. Allows Hogan to coast to an easy layup.
It was a good little crossover. Once she made that move, it was open waters.
Maya Robinson posting up. Chenault takes it herself, draws the foul. Who gets it?
It's going to be Meade. Chenault's going to need a second there to gather herself.
Yeah, well, she was hit hard. Now we have Juliana Frazee coming into the game. She's a freshman. She got some playing time last year, I remember. She may have been, of course, now that I think about it, I called, Rittercroft's a freshman, and I said last year when she was an 8th grader. Well, she may have been a freshman last year, too, because last year was like the do-over year.
Yeah.
What do you know? The Lady Panthers can get some turnover points as well. As Rayleigh Ellis lays it up and in. Ritterkoff straight to the hold.
If she can consistently pull that down and make that drive, she's really going to become a force to be reckoned with in the years to come, because she's got a good outside stroke, and if you can force the defense to respect that ability to drive, that just makes them have to, lay off of you just enough that you can get that outside shot up.
Excuse me, this is really good experience for this second team for the Flyers, because you're getting a lot of real game action, and you're playing a team that's not too bad. I mean, yeah, you are beating them by 32 points, but, they're a 12-6 team. It's not like your three-pointer by Ellis. It's not like you're, coming in for the last 2 minutes of a blowout game.
Right.
You're getting almost a whole quarter here of playing time.
And credit to Frankfort High for hanging in there. They're still playing hard.
They
the
are.
third quarter's a wash right now.
Yeah, it's a draw.
It's even.
It's a draw. So that's why I think it's really good for the Flyers second unit, because they're playing a team that can play with them. Oh, that pass just wasn't there. Frazee was all over that. Norman will inbound now. Chenault to Charlie Ann Robinson. She gives it back to Chenault. Puts up the three. I kind of thought that might be what she'd do, because I didn't think she could really get around Frazee.
The size and the length of the Lady Flyers have just given lots of problems to Frankfort High.
Yes, yes.
Good defense from Charlie Ann Robinson.
There had to be a foul in there somewhere. Yes. You got Meade and Frazee in there now, but you add Laster and Thacker in there as well. Then if you're the Lady Panthers, don't even think about getting a rebound, because it ain't happening.
Yeah. And that's not even to mention the length that you get,
Yeah.
you know, from Ritterkoff and Shropshire. Speed from Nevaeh Carter that, you know, makes up for a lot.
Chambers is not what you'd call slow either. Charlie Ann out here holding for the last shot of the third quarter. Ellis trying to find a hole in that zone. Norman to Charlie Ann. Knocked away, and we've got a foul. That's going to go on Ellis, I believe.
There's Ritterkoff. There you go. There's that length. Putting that long arm out there and then drawing the foul.
Carter back into the game. Ritterkoff will take and hit the three. That's kind of what she does for Franklin County. The third quarter comes to an end. The Lady Flyers up by 33. And if you've been around high school basketball at all, you know what happens at 35. The clock doesn't stop. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a second here on Cable 10.
Expree Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Score $5 for the high school of your choice simply by opening a spirited account featuring your school colors and mascot on your debit card. Show your support, Flyers, Panthers, or Wolverines. Who will raise the most? Go to Expree.org today. Choose wisely. Western Hills, Franklin County, Frankfort High. Let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Expree Credit Union. Expree Credit Union wishes all of our local teams a great season. Score $5 for your school while showing your support with a spirited debit card featuring your school's colors and mascot. Who will raise the most? Open an Expree spirited account today and let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, folks, to FD Wilkinson Gymnasium. We got one more quarter of basketball to play tonight. I'm so glad you tuned in. And there's a three. Ellis will say, Ritterkoff, you hit yours, and I'll come out and I'll hit mine. Thank you very much. Frazee, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, and is fouled.
Rayleigh Ellis has really gotten hot in the last few minutes. I was just thinking earlier in the third quarter how quiet she had been. She only had a couple of points, and now she's hit a couple of big threes. She's up to 10 points in the game.
Frazee's shot is short. Yeah, Rayleigh averages 15 points. She's their second leading scorer. Charlie Ann Robinson, Shropshire. Ellis again, she'll launch the three. That one a little bit off the mark. And Frankfort High comes away with it. Ellis, she'll launch another one. This one's a little bit too long. And Frazee draws the foul.
Well, like I said, Rayleigh Ellis, she's feeling it. She knew it. Got to get those shots up.
Yeah, well, they're kind of in a situation where they need to start taking some threes.
Yeah, it was actually, I thought, good shots. I mean, neither one of them went, but
yeah,
I got no problem with the shot selection.
Pass to Frazee a little bit too long, but able to save it. Alexandria Newton is into the game for the Lady Flyers, wearing number 14. She's a sophomore. Carter will go to the line. Kendall Cook replaces Charlie Ann Robinson. I think that, were they indicating that was her 5th foul?
That's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise you typically would sub after the first free throw.
Yeah. Thacker comes in, replacing Meade. Carter hits the other one.
I told you Nevaeh Carter had improved her free throw shooting. I know what I'm talking about.
And you waited until she hit both of them to bring that up, too, didn't you? Norman with it to Chenault. Thacker again, she pulls her hand back right before the Chenault lets go of the ball. If she just left it in there, I think she'd get a block. Now she might get called for the foul for, with the body or something. Right here, watch. So right there.
Yeah.
Good work by the replay crew. Doug Crow's down there. That was close by Ray Ellis. Little side note here, if there's a new show out called Relative Justice, it airs on the CW network or 27.2. And if you watch it over the air, and if you don't, it's on cable. Mr. Crow worked on that show. It's another courtroom, like People's Court sort of thing. I do want to point out that no, he did not appear on the show as a litigant. He works on this show. I needed to clarify that just a little bit. As Thacker goes to the line. Or no, Frazee, I'm sorry. 33-34. Carter checks out. Hogan comes back in. Hits them both. Nice looking free throw there by Juliana Frazee.
She shoots those free throws like somebody who, actually has a clue about how to shoot a free throw. She doesn't just step up there and, let it fly. It's not that hard if you just get everything set and squared up, put a little backspin on it, shoot it straight.
Then Frazee with the steal. Gives it to Newton, who gives it to Hogan. Shropshire calling for it. May have gotten away with a walk right there.
Yeah, that was a travel by Shropshire, but Thacker will take it.
No, Frazee, actually.
Oh, is that Frazee?
Yes, yes, see, you did the same thing. Made the same mistake I did. Ellis over to Norman. Cook gets in there to block the shot, but she drew the foul.
I'm not so sure it wasn't a good block.
Let's look at it again here.
Straight up, all ball.
Wow. I think you're right. But Newton will go to the line. Sophomore hits her first one. That puts him up 34. Ray Lee Ellis checks back in. Norman checks out. The really big problem here for Frankfort High is that they're a single A school playing a 4A school. And, you know, Frankfort High has had, what, 7 players play in this game. And Franklin County has had 11 or 12.
At least.
And that makes a difference.
Especially when the team with 11 or 12 likes to press and run up and down the court.
Yes. Hogan goes in with the left hand, doesn't make it. Amaya Robinson gets the rebound. And Jemiah Chenault walks it across.
11 Flyers that have scored.
Yeah, that have scored.
Yeah.
Has Thacker scored?
Yes.
Has Hogan scored?
Yes. But
And
keep going.
She just scored again. Has has Newton scored?
Yes.
Okay. Meade has scored.
Yes.
Meadows?
No.
No, so there's 12 players. Jaden Oldham now into the game for the Flyers.
So that's 13.
Actually, Frankfort High has played 8 players.
And Dooley is in there, number 24 for Franklin County. So make it 14 players that have played. And here's number 15.
Dooley, a junior. There's a
Charlize Kennedy.
Is that 13?
Yeah.
I don't have her on my roster.
We need to talk about your roster, Clint.
It's straight off the KHS
Been a lot of
AA website.
deficiencies.
Although I don't think it's probably my printer.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Kendall Cook. Rayleigh Ellis takes the 3. Oh, doesn't draw iron.
All right, well, since that's what I get for talking about your deficient roster, I don't know who number 4 is.
For Franklin County?
Yeah.
Neither do I. I don't
Well,
have a 4.
I didn't really expect that you would.
We're getting deep. These could be, you know, Elkhorn students that are brought up. But now we got another girl coming in for the Flyers, number 20. That, I can tell you, is Hannah Hazlett. She's a junior. No, wait a second. That's not number 20.
Is it
Was
28?
No, it
No,
is
it's
number
20.
20. Yeah, it is 20. It is 20.
Good strong rebound there by number 4.
A minute to go here. Cook read that pass like a book, and she will lay it up, but she can't get it to fall. Ellis can't get it to fall.
Just one of those nights.
I do want to say what a nice place, a nice job Frankfort High did in refurbishing this gymnasium. I mean, last, you know, they gutted this place, all except for the bleachers. Last year, all of Frankfort High's games were on the road since they didn't have a home gym. But they put a clubhouse basically down here at the left end where the stage used to be. They've got a new college-sized floor. Looks very nice. They have, oh, that's a blocked shot there by Imani Jones. They have 6 goals in this gym now. You may recall the right-hand goal used to be attached to the wall. Well, now it can be pulled up to the ceiling, and they can have 2 games going half court here. Franklin County wins it 71-36. We're going to step aside, and then we're going to show you some replays, highlights, when we come back here on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Welcome back, folks. As we prepare to say goodnight tonight, we want to thank all of our sponsors. David Tolles, Esprit Credit Union, the State Tree Service, Exit Realty Corrutcher. There are probably some others that I've left out, but we really appreciate them for all the, I almost forgot about the Whitehead Hancock replay, which we love. But as we watch these highlights, Jason, what are your thoughts here about these 2 teams going forward?
Well, it was, good to see some more high school basketball action. Franklin County is still doing what Franklin County does, and clearly they are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the 11th region again, and even probably, into the state tournament. So it's a different team a little bit for Coach Thacker. I think they're probably deeper than what they've even been in years gone by. But they can get it done. They get up and down the court, and they've got weapons inside and outside. And I'm, really impressed with what Coach Thacker's been able to drum up here with this team this season. And for Frankfort High, look, they were outmatched tonight, but this is not a bad team for Coach Norman.
It's a solid team.
Yeah, I think they've got some pieces here that they can work with. And Jemiah Chenault, she's really a gem for them. I mean, she's just, for so many years we've seen her, and just a quality player, and it's fun to watching her play.
Yeah, and they're fighting for the number 2 team in this district, I think. So they've come that far when they used to be the last place team. All right, folks, that'll do it for us. Thanks again, and thank you for watching, whether it be on Cable 10, on cable, or on Facebook or YouTube or wherever it might be. Stay warm, and we'll see you next time at a basketball court near you.